Think your Honda Civic 1.5 Turbo is bulletproof? Think again. I've seen 2017s, 2019s, 2021s, even brand new 2023 Civics with the L15B7 Turbo come into my shop with engines that should have lasted 300,000 miles, dead at under 90,000. Not because Honda built a bad engine, because the owner was doing a handful of everyday things they didn't even know were quietly destroying it. The worst part? Most of these habits feel completely normal. Some of them are things your dealer actually told you were fine. I'm telling you right now, your 1.5 Turbo Civic can run past 250,000 miles. I've personally seen it. But if you keep doing the 8 things I'm about to show you, you're silently shaving years off your turbo, your fuel injectors, your timing chain, and worst of all, you're poisoning your own engine oil without even knowing it. And mistake number 7? That's the one quietly killing more 1.5 turbos than every other issue combined. Most Civic owners do it every single day. Stick around for that one. Let's get into it. Mistake 1. Short trip driving. I'm starting here because this is the foundation of every other problem I'm about to cover. If you're commuting 2 miles to work, running quick errands across town, or driving to the corner store and back, and that's most of your weekly miles, you are slowly killing your 1.5 turbo. Here's why. The L15B7 uses direct injection, and direct injection in a small turbo engine has one massive weakness: fuel dilution. When the engine is cold, the ECU dumps extra fuel to help it run. Some of that fuel doesn't burn, it runs down the cylinder walls, and it ends up in your oil pan. On a long drive, the engine heats up, the oil temperature climbs past 200 degrees, and that gasoline evaporates back out. Correct habit: if your daily drive is under 10 minutes, take your Civic on a 25 to 30 minute highway run at least once a week. Keep the RPMs around 2,500 to 3,000. Mistake 2. Starting the engine and driving off in under 30 seconds. I know Honda's manual says modern engines don't need warm-up. Technically, that's true for emissions. Practically for the 1.5 turbo, it's wrong. Here's what happens. When you cold start, your oil is thick. Your turbo bearings are at the top of the engine. Oil has to climb up there before the turbo gets lubrication. If you start the car and immediately roll into traffic at 3,000 RPM, you're spinning a turbo shaft at thousands of RPM with almost no oil flow. This is exactly how shaft play develops, and shaft play is what kills a turbo. Correct habit: start the engine. Wait 30 to 45 seconds. Don't rev it. Drive gently, under 2,500 RPM, for the first 3 to 4 miles until the temperature gauge moves past the bottom. Mistake 3. Stretching your oil change interval to Honda's recommended maintenance minder. This one starts arguments. The maintenance minder system in the Civic can let you go 7,000, 8,000, sometimes 9,000 miles before screaming for an oil change. That works fine on a naturally aspirated engine. It is a disaster on a 1.5 turbo prone to fuel dilution. Remember what I said. Every short trip dumps fuel into your oil. Every long idle, every cold start. By 5,000 miles, your oil viscosity is already degraded. By 7,000, it's water. By 9,000, you're running a turbo engine on diluted, broken down lubricant. I've torn down 1.5T engines with camlobe wear that looks like a 200,000 mile engine at 80,000 miles, all because the owner trusted the maintenance minder. Correct habit: 5,000 miles or 6 months, whichever comes first. Full synthetic, 0W20, Honda spec. No exceptions. Mistake 4. Letting the car idle for long periods. When the engine idles, combustion temperatures drop. Low temperature equals incomplete burn. Incomplete burn equals carbon buildup on the intake valves, and because this is a direct injection engine, there's no fuel spraying across those valves to clean them. Carbon stacks up like coral on a reef. By 60,000 miles on an idle heavy car, I've seen intake valves so coated with carbon, they're causing misfires and rough cold starts. Walnut blasting to clean them runs $500 to $700. Correct habit: if you'd idle more than 60 seconds, shut the car off. Mistake 5. Lugging the engine in high gear. A lot of CV-equipped Civics actually train owners into this, but if you have the 6-speed manual or you're using paddle shifters in any sport mode version, listen up. Lugging means you're at low RPM under heavy throttle. You're climbing a hill in 6th gear at 1500 RPM with your foot deep into the pedal. The engine feels like it's working. You think you're being efficient, you're killing it. At low RPM under load, cylinder pressures spike, rod bearings take the hit, turbo vanes get sooted up. And on a small displacement turbo engine like the 1.5, those pressure spikes are violent. Correct habit? Keep RPMs between 2000 and 3500 when accelerating. Downshift before you climb. Let the engine breathe. Mistake 6. Cheap gas station fuel. The 1.5 turbo is sensitive to fuel quality. It's a high compression, direct injection, turbocharged engine. It needs detergents in the fuel to keep the injectors clean and the carbon down. Bargain gas stations, the ones at 30 cents below the major brands, often skip top-tier detergent levels. Run that fuel long enough, and your injectors start dribbling instead of spraying. Misfires. Rough idle. Fuel dilution gets worse because unatomized fuel washes the cylinder walls. Correct habit? Top-tier gas only. The 4 cents per gallon you save isn't worth a $2,800 injector job. Quick thing. If this is making you rethink what your Honda dealer has been telling you about your 1.5 turbo, you're not alone. That's exactly what this channel is for. Every week, I break down the stuff dealers won't say out loud, so Civic owners like you can make the smart call instead of the expensive one. Hit subscribe. It costs you nothing and helps me reach more Honda owners who have no idea their engine is on borrowed time. Now, mistake number 7. This is the big one I promised you. The one quietly killing more 1.5 turbos than every other issue on this list combined. Mistake 7. Ignoring the smell of gasoline on your oil dipstick. This is the master mistake. This is the one that determines whether your 1.5 turbo dies at 90,000 or runs to 250,000. Fuel dilution on the L15B7 is so common, Honda quietly issued a service bulletin about it in cold climate markets. They extended warranties on it instead of solving problems. Here's what you need to do. Once a month, pull the dipstick, wipe it, pull it again, smell it. If you can smell gasoline on the oil, not a hint, real gasoline, your oil is contaminated and your engine is being damaged right now. I've seen Civic owners drive for 18 months smelling fuel on their dipstick and ignoring it. By the time they bring it in, bearings are gone, the turbo is shot, and they're looking at a $7,500 short block replacement. Correct habit? Monthly dipstick smell test. Any gasoline smell? Change the oil immediately and book a long highway drive that week to cook the contamination out. Mistake 8. Hard acceleration before the oil temperature comes up. This is the cold engine boost mistake. You started the car, drove for 2 minutes, hit the highway on ramp, and floored it. The coolant gauge says warm, but the oil isn't. Oil takes twice as long to warm up as coolant. Boosting on cold oil starves the turbo and stresses the rod bearings. Correct habit? No full throttle, no boost, no aggressive driving until you've been moving for at least 8 to 10 minutes. Coolant warm is not engine warm. Look, here's the truth about the Honda 1.5 turbo. This engine doesn't die from miles. It dies from habits. The way you start it, the way you idle it, the way you drive your short commute, the way you ignore the dipstick, the way you trust the maintenance minder. All of it matters. If this video helped you, hit like and drop your Civic gear and mileage in the comments. I love seeing how far you folks push these things when you take care of them. Next week, 3 Honda transmissions that destroy themselves before 100,000 miles. You don't want to miss that one. Take care of your Civic. It'll take care of you.